Hey there, friend. Welcome back to A Well-Rounded Life. Geomyra here, and I hope you are doing well. I hope you are taking the very best care of yourself, and I hope that you are taking time out to focus on what matters most. Today's episode is one that I am doing out of the office, not with my regular equipment, and on the fly. Today's episode is included in a new series that I just created called Conversations on the Go. There are times when I travel, when I'm out of the office, when I'm with family and friends, and a topic will come to me, and I'm like, wow, that would make a great podcast episode. And that is exactly what happened and how this topic came to be. And so I was recently chatting with a friend about the topic of emotional real estate. And I want to bring you into the conversation. So I want you to think about the term emotional real estate. What does that mean to you when you hear it? Well, we all know what real estate is, right? However, do you know how emotions and feelings tie into real estate? Do we know how emotional real estate ties into how we connect and interact with our friends, family, and our clients? And that is what we will dive into today within this conversation. And if you are tuned in, send me a screenshot, tag me over on Instagram at Coach for Creatives so that I can say hi and that I can continue to support you. And speaking of support, today's show is sponsored by the Living Well-Rounded Merch Boutique, which is our online shop located at shopwellrounded.com. And that is where you will find all things well-rounded. I'm talking cozy, comfy tees, hats, accessories, and all the things that remind us to live well-rounded, to focus on what matters most, and to live our best lives. And you can save 10% by using the code SAVE10 for the items in the shop. So without further ado, let's get into today's show. Hey there, and welcome to A Well-Rounded Life, the podcast, a space for creative entrepreneurs seeking an intentional life and biz filled with grace, passion, and purpose. I'm your host, Geomyra. I'm a mama, wife, dessert fanatic, and on the ultimate mission to get you closer to your idea of what it means to live a well-rounded life. Right here is where you'll find curated resources, quick tips, and relatable stories, no matter what season of life you're in. So hang out with me for a bit and let's dive in. All right, guys, so emotional real estate. As I mentioned, I was talking to a friend and we were discussing all the things that were on our plate and what we had to deal with within that upcoming week. We were both chatting about our responsibilities, how we were at home virtually learning with our babies, and the responsibilities that come with being the CEO and boss of our own businesses. We were also talking about the stresses that come with a lot of people trying to keep their jobs right now, keep their 9-to-5s, those of us that work in corporate America as well, in that it's just really hard and it's just taking a lot of bandwidth to try to keep it all together right now. That is a lot. It's a lot of hats to wear and a lot of things that need to be handled in this season. And we were chatting about the idea that not only do we wear a lot of hats, sometimes the responsibilities and requirements can feel a bit burdensome. Sometimes our blessings and things that we have prayed and wished for can feel a bit overwhelming. But even more so, within the conversation, we were chatting about the idea that it comes to a point where one cannot be responsible or hold space for themselves along with holding everyone else's problems or issues. My friend said to me, he said, I was thinking about all the things that need to get done and how I have a family member that is blowing up my phone and needs me to be there for them, support them because they are going through a challenging time. And he said, but I just honestly can't do that right now. I can't be what they need me to be right now because I have my own mess going on. He said, I don't have the capacity to take on their issues, their hurt, their frustrations, their emotions when I am dealing with my own stuff. When I am dealing with my own emotions and trying to navigate all that I am personally dealing with, that is a lot. That is a lot, he said. He said, it's a lot trying to be what they need me to be and also take care of myself. And then it came down to the term emotional real estate. He said, I just can't give them the space that they need as it pertains to their emotional state and well-being. He said, it makes me feel sad and then I may have disappointed them because historically I have always been there for them. However, right now I just can't. And so I told my friend, I said that I completely understood where he was coming from especially as someone who thrives off of making sure everyone else around me is good and taken care of. You can blame it on me being an Enneagram 1. That is just who I am, and I will blame that on my mama as well, because she was a person that always made sure everyone was good. She put everybody before her, and I realized that I'm growing into being very similar to her, where I just want to make sure everyone around me is okay. However, here's the thing, friend. It is completely okay to step back or walk away from being responsible for other people's emotions and feelings, especially when it comes to adults, especially if it's not serving you, especially if it is bringing you down or not allowing you to thrive and show up as the best version of yourself. How can you hold someone else's feelings and emotions if we have not even dealt with our own stuff? How can you be responsible for someone else's well-being if you are not well? How can you take on this person and their feelings and their emotions when you have your own, you know what to deal with? There is only so much real estate available. You are only one person. You can't be everything to everybody 24/7 at your own risk. That's just not cool. It's not fair. It's not acceptable. And so I want to ask you today, when will you choose to take care of yourself? When you choose to work on you and the things you need to work on and work out before allowing someone to steal the space that should be yours, when will you choose to work on those things? When will you stop surrendering and giving people space to hold their problems and hold their concerns when it is not serving you? My thoughts and advice on this is to be reminded that there are people that do have time. There are people that do have the energy and do have the space, and they have the expertise to deal with our ever-changing emotions. And guess what, y'all? Those people are called therapists. And you know I am team therapy all day, every day. Therapists are trained to be the emotional support that we need. Sometimes family and friends just don't have the mental capacity, aka the emotional real estate, to be everything that we need when we need them to be there for us. They just aren't built to do that. They may not be given that gift, and that is okay. So the next time someone wants to vent to you or make you feel some type of way because you have a lot going on and you're dealing with your own crisis, don't feel bad. Not at all. You two are just a human being trying to figure it all out one day at a time. You too are someone with emotions. You're someone with feelings and issues that may need to be worked out. There is only so much you can carry, as well as you also trying to navigate this crazy thing called life. There is only so much emotional real estate that you can give someone. So before I let you go, let me just ask you this question. How much real estate do you have available to give to someone else? How much of their emotions and energy can you take on without having it affect your well-being and your mental? Think about that. And my last question is, who do you need to have a talk with, and who do you need to let know that you just don't have the space right now? You love them, you wish them well, you want the best for them, but right now you can't be that for them. Are there people in your circle or in your family that have been so dependent on you for so long and you feel you need a break? It is okay to take a mental break from people and things that are bogging you down and not letting you thrive and grow emotionally as well. Have the tough but much needed conversations. Point these people in the right direction. Let them know that you love and support them, but right now you have to do so from a distance while you get your own stuff together. Or maybe there are even things you don't need to get together, but you just need a break. You need a break from the noise. You need a break from the complaints. You need a break from the negative energy that these people bring. That's okay. Stop letting people buy up your emotional real estate. You deserve that space to work on you. You deserve that space for peace of mind. And be okay with that. That is okay. I want you to make a promise to yourself that you will now use that space to make sure you have your own emotions and your own feelings in check. okay? I want to make sure that you are putting yourself first. And something that I've been just honing in on this week is that self-care is not selfish. Not at all. So if you need to take care of yourself by removing yourself from certain situations or relationships, do what you have to do, because you only get one life and you don't want to spend it focusing on everybody else's problems and everyone else's issues and not taking care of your own home or your own self. So make that promise to yourself that you're going to use that space to work on your own stuff, your own emotions. And I want you to check in with me. I want you to say, it's a deal, Geomyra. It's a deal. I'm going to do me. All right? And if you can relate and you know that you need to offload some people's emotions and focus on your own stuff, I want you to send me an email, hello@coachingforcreatives.co, or a DM on Instagram. I'm at Coach for Creatives. Say hi so I can support you as well. Say hi. Let me know that you are in this, that you are focusing on you. And I want to be able to cheer you on and say, good job, congratulations, you deserve that. And lastly, make sure you're subscribed to the show and that you have left us a 5-star rating and a quick review to show your love and support for this show that I love so much, because I really do hope that it is serving you in some way. So thank you for tuning in today, Well-Rounder, for our new series, Conversations on the Go. I love you. I appreciate you. And I get you. I really do. I feel that someone needed to hear this message, that it is okay to not take on other people's issues or crisis or whatever when we need to work on our own stuff. So until next time, stay safe, stay positive, and focus on what matters most. Bye.
Friends, thanks for kicking it with us this week. Remember to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode airs. I'd love it if you leave us a review and share this goodness with your squad. Until next time, seek a well-rounded life and remember to focus on what matters most.